It's cold and windy out tonight. You'd think it's probably pretty nice at night to work here, but at the same time, it's like there's a lot of people who sleep in their cars and shit. Probably you have to wake them up and tell them to fuck off. Yeah, that's what and you have to tow a lot of cars probably because they try to leave their cars here overnight. Like, I had this cuck, and he asked me if he can stay overnight, and he lied to my face. And I'm like, no, you can't stay overnight, you dumbass doofus, you know what I mean? So, like, I'm almost off, but, just chilling and in the golf cart. It's cold and windy. I'm getting a runny nose. I think my roommate has COVID, and my black roommate is still loud as hell usually, and it's really annoying. So sober living is you get stuck with the scum of society, and sometimes it makes it a horrible living environment. So that's how that works, unfortunately. So yeah. Hey, I'm almost out off work, and it's crazy after 2 days of working, and you come to the end of it, and you're like, wow, I actually worked 2 days straight, and it wasn't, I got through it somehow. In my case, I was lucky because nothing crazy happened, really. But. And it's like, it's good. Now I have 5 days to chill after 2 days of working, and for other people, it's the opposite. For some reason, they work 5 days and chill for 2 days. So I do the opposite. I work 2 days, chill for 5 days. And even that still feels like too much. I saw this thread on WizChan about this guy who operates vending machines. And he makes passive income doing vending machines. So I'm going to think about doing that as well. I'm going to look into that. I'm going to maybe ask for his email and talk to him about that, and look up how much vending machines cost, and maybe try it out for myself probably. Because I don't feel like. Even if I worked 1 day a week, which that's not enough for rent around here, right? Because California is so expensive for even a cheap room. It's like, $900. If I worked 1 day a week, that's $128 a day. That's like $500 a month, Right now I'm working 2 days a week, and I'm making $10,040 or something like that. Like barely enough for like a room area. Not enough for food. I have to use EBT for food because that's not enough for food. And you have to lie to EBT that you're homeless to get on EBT, food stamps and shit. Which is, I'm glad that they cover my food, because food is pricey, at many places. And even if fucking motorcycles. Even if I worked 1 day a week, right, it's like, I think I'd still feel miserable about most things, because my life's not where I want it to be. Like, I don't want to be at a sober living, but I'm not really taking steps to change my situation very much at all that I need to be taking, and move out and stuff like that. I'm not really doing what I should be doing. So, and it's like the people who hang out with me the most are my parents. My mom's like my best friend, and so it's like I don't have like friends to hang out with, and like I just do nothing all week, just work on the games that not many people play, and it's like every week is, it's not a first worlders have a chance at a life. Third worlders are better off, like suiciding and stuff, but like first world people actually have a chance at like a life sometimes. And I'm a first world person, so you'd think I might have like a chance, but like So we have a chance here in America sometimes. And so we need to try vending machines and whatever to grasp at that chance that comes across our eyes sometimes, that we see from others. And it's 2 days a week, but it's still too much, or something like that. It's still, so it's just so mundane, and even if I wasn't working, yeah, I'd probably go crazy. But I mean, you know what I mean. But like, I want a different life, but I don't know. I'm not good at changing it to how I want it to be. And when I try to do those things, sometimes it doesn't work out. The change that I want to see doesn't occur. And anyways, I gotta go lock the bathrooms and stuff. I'll talk more a little bit, maybe in a second after I lock the bathrooms. God bless you and your family. I'll be right back. Sometimes, sometimes I just get so excited when I'm driving, and I'm worried I'm gonna crash into something and break something, or crash into someone or into a car or a house or something like that. Because sometimes driving is so fun. Sometimes after a long day of work, and then you're all happy and excited about getting home and driving home, and you just get so excited, and you're just like, and you're in the radio, you're singing with the radio and having a good time in the car. And then, they say schizophrenics have a 20 or 25% or 20% more likely to die in random accidents. I could see someone driving and getting into a random accident death if they are, one of those schizotypes. And so that's a real statistic. I saw that somewhere. And yeah, I feel bad for all you neat trash out there whose parents didn't get them a car when they were 16 like mine did. And my parents sent me to university. They paid for that. They paid for this car. They paid for my health insurance. They paid for my cell phone bill. They paid for everything. But I still ended up working with Down syndrome people at a security guard job. So even if people throw money at you and believe in you and trust in you, it's still about as effective as, sometimes you can throw as much money as you want at a horse, but at the end of the day, it's still a horse. It's not going to turn into a race horse or a stallion or a jockey. At the end of the day, it might just be a donkey horse. And you can throw as much money as you want at it that you want, but you can't always change that horse into a racehorse. That's the takeaway. And also, I don't know if I should drive at nighttime, because I'm driving all over the place, and it's dangerous to other people. Like, people could get hurt if I'm driving around. I think just because I was getting so excited. Sometimes I get really excited when I drive at night, and it's quite dangerous, actually, for anyone near my vehicle, I would imagine. So, take that as you will. If I end up crashing this car one day, which I've had this beautiful car for 12 or 13 years now, and it's in bad condition. It's rusted everywhere, but that's it. No accidents-ish, just rust all over it. And that's the paint job's faults. That's the car company's fault. Toyota. That's Toyota's fault with their car manufacturing. That's not my fault. For the most part, it's mostly their fault. And they won't fix it. Even though they sold me bad car paint, they're not going to fix it. They fixed my sister's car, but they're not going to fix mine. Even though it's bad paint that they put on the car. It's bad paint. And so leave a comment, if you guys get excited at the wheel. A little too excited. If you get pretty hyperactive behind the wheel, leave a comment. I want to know all about it. And, I could easily end up running somebody over, and would I stop and help? I don't know. I don't know if I would. I probably should. It's not like I have any drugs in my system or anything like that. But still, if I ran someone over and they said, "Why'd you run someone over?" And I said, "I don't know, I was smiling," they're going to say, "That's not a good excuse to run someone over, dude." They're going to look me in the eyes, And, so I hope I'm making sense, and I hope you guys are learning stuff from this. And, nobody entered the game jam that I entered except for my friends in Texas. So there's 3 of us who entered the jam, and there's a judge. And so the judge is going to declare winner, but I think we're going to enter a more popular game jam very soon with more people and more judges, and that will be fun to do that, because game jams are fun to have a judge. That is fun. You can win you don't really win a prize usually, but you can still win the prize of being the winner, So that's how it is. That's how it works. And, fucking Fulp. Don't even get me started on the Fulp, right? I uploaded a cool 3D game to Newgrounds. Better than the stupid stuff they have on the front page. Ish. The stuff on the front page is just, it's not even that good. Sometimes it's just made by stupid kids. I'm not a kid. I should be on the front page now. Who keeps texting me at fucking 10:30? Oh, it's Kev. Anyways. So, yeah, I'm going to look at the vending machine business this week. I should really call about that cheap room and get the hell out of this place so I can have a beer finally. You know how much I miss beers? A lot. I'm meeting with my friend tomorrow. Red Violet from New Jersey is in California. We're having a meetup. And I've known this guy for a long time online. Since I started YouTubing a long time ago. Long time ago. Probably like, 2016 or 2015 or around there somewhere. So I've known him for a long time. And we've never met in real life, and we're meeting tomorrow. So very interesting. Get to see what this guy looks like in real life. A person from the internet. Doesn't happen every day. This has never happened to me. I've never met someone from the net before. But I'm going to meet one tomorrow. Very interesting. Very interesting. And so that's happening. Curfew is at 11 and 30 minutes, so I should probably eat some food and then be forced into my bed by the rehab manager, as per usual. I just got home from work from the drive. I make $128 a day. I got to pay for gas. It's a bit of a drive. Is it even worth it working? That's, are things worth doing? Is work worth doing? What am I working for? These are all big-brained questions that I'm not going to answer right now. I don't have an answer for you. I don't have an answer for you. Chris Chan got arrested. That's crazy news today, right? Everybody's talking about that. Chris Chan got arrested. Very, very wild stuff with that boy. I said this to Jay. He's a menace to society for macing people and banging his mother and stuff like that. Can we just like put him in a box and fucking leave him alone for eternity? You know what I mean? Like, I've heard enough horror stories about this lad putting stuff up his ass from being trolled by teenage boys or all this stuff. You know, just enough is enough. When is enough going to be enough with this guy? You know what I mean? So, you know, I don't know if I should be working. I don't know if I have the right brain to be a worker guy. Take that as you will. And, you know, so, but I'm doing it right now, technically. So, you know, we'll see how it goes and where it goes and how it ends up. You know, I'm hanging in there. You have to admit I'm hanging in there. You have to admit. Fetus, you said I'd quit after like a day. It's been a month. Fucking guy. Fucking motherfucker. It's been a month. I'm still there. Always so negative in the comments with you. Oh, you're gonna last a day. So negative all the time. Can you just fucking... Negative Jer is in the past. Now is interesting future positivity Jer. I'm done with negative stuff. I'm still gonna make the horror games and cartoons, but the negative depressed mindset of the past Jer is boring, lame, and over dramatic, overused. It does nothing for society or the world in general. It's boring. It's sickening. It's dumb. My throat. Negativity is it's for the over dramatic. It's done. Nobody's negative anymore. Get over it. Oh, I'm so negative. Just fucking, you know, if people are going to be negative, kill yourself and get it over with. If you have a sliver of a chance of not doing that, then hang in there and stick it out. If you want to be negative, fine. Do your own blog and be negative there. I used to do negative blogs. They're boring and dumb. What can I say? You see this YouTube stars online? Are any of them negative? No. They're extremely positive normie scum. I would never be a negative YouTube star ever, even if I was still trying to be negative. It wouldn't work because people turn that shit off immediately. Get over yourself. Oh, I'm negative in 2021. So is everyone else because of a stupid fake pandemic. If you want to be post-ironic, then you want to be positive now. That's what I'm doing. Negativity is cliche, and it's, what's it called? What's it called when everybody else is doing it? You know, it's what's that word that everybody uses whenever something everybody's doing it? There's a fucking word for it. You know, everybody's negative now. Everybody's offing themselves now because they're fake pandemic. They can't work. And you know, the elites took away all their liberties and freedoms and is forcing them all to take experimental shots in their arms and all this stuff, blah blah blah. And they can cry about it if they want, fine. But, you know, there will be a mass exodus of people from this planet in the way of death. But that today is not today. So can you please fucking wait until the mass exodus happens so I don't have to hear about your whiny bullshit all the time? I'm saying that to past Jer as well. I'm saying that to everyone. You know why? Because it's boring. I've moved on from past depressing Jer to game maker Jer or something. You know, I've had to rethink about my entire future because now I think about, oh, my mom kicked me out. Oh, my mom's gonna die someday. Oh, what am I gonna do after she's dead? I need to figure out a way of working or existing in the world where I'm okay with it in the future. So now I have to think about the future. I can't just be stuck in the past. I know being a NEET spoils you. I was a NEET for so long. And it spoils you, and it makes you say, oh, I want to be NEET forever, kind of. And I still have that mentality today, and that's why I work 2 days a week. And I hate work, and etc. And see, the NEET life has poisoned me, and it's spoiled me, and it's poisoned me, and now I barely work, and, you know, I want to find a way out of working still. It's caused my lack of discipline to grow even worse and stronger in every way. and it's made everything much harder in the long run to exist on Earth, which is a work-dependent planet, flat zone, you know? And so that's where I'm at, and that's how it is, and that's where I'm at, and that's how things are going, you know? So all I'm saying is, yeah, depressing stuff is overdone. It's you know, it's whatever. Because I just don't like when people are rude or negative towards my existence. That's all I'm trying to get at. I think it's pointless to be rude or negative or critical of others, because it just makes the world a worse off place for the majority of time. And people don't get that. People do not get that. People are still cruel and rude to everyone, and they don't think about their fucking actions are doing to people's brains. They don't care. They're like, oh, I want to be an asshole my whole life and make the world a lot worse. The world is bad enough as it is. So please stop. Stop being a fucking idiot and being rude to random people, even your family. The world's bad enough as it is. Christ came here. He died for us. He was tortured to death. People don't even care. They're like, I don't give a shit about that guy. What did he ever do for me? And they're that way with everyone. They're saying, oh, I gotta look out for number one, myself. I gotta look out for me, myself. I'm so important. I'm so valuable. Everyone else is stupid shit. They're Matrix clones. I'm the only real one in the entire world. Everyone else is a Matrix clone. And I can treat them horribly all the time whenever I want. That's called the satanic mindset right there. That's the ego. That is the devil mind incarnate. That is demon possession. Anything you want to call it. People being ruined for no reason is demon possession. I know. I brought up the other day, I wonder if people who talk to me are demon possessed. Many of them, I wonder. And I think that's a logical question. I know people will think it's silly, but I think, why not? If there are demons and people are easily possessed by them, I say, why aren't everyone who talks to me somewhat demon possessed, especially when they're rude or angry? I think that's really when they get possessed. And I think people's emotions make them vessels for these spiritual world demonic energies and stuff like that. I think it's people are like, why aren't you atheist anymore? What's up with that? And I'm just like, it's just so boring to be an atheist. I have such a wild imagination, and I think Christianity really fits with everything I've learned. I enjoy it. Church is nice. The people at church are nice, most of them. The pastor's really nice to me. And it's just so much more interesting than atheism ever was. Atheism was like, I'm edgy, I'm satanic, I'm a dark occultist. But with Christianity, it's much more friendlier, and it, like I said earlier, I like it better for my imagination and my wild creativity side. I think it fits a lot more with that dogma than with other dogmas out there. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's a personal choice for whoever. And still, it's hard to bring it up with other people that I go to church and I, follow the Lord and spread the good news and stuff like that. People don't really, they might, I don't know how they feel about that stuff. There's a lot of people who I said earlier, they don't think about spiritual things or the spirit world or anything like that. They're much more concerned with the physical world and money and stuff like that. And for me, I actually hate money a lot and wish we didn't have it, But other people are like, oh, I love my new car. Look at my new wheels. Look at my hot new bitch who I'm going to take around in my car. It's like I'm on a different planet from these people. You know what I mean? Not saying that I don't sin on Pornhub every day, which I pretty much do. But, we'll see how it goes. So, anyway, it's getting late, and, fuck, I gotta eat dinner still. What time is it? I have a few minutes to eat. Not quite enough time. Sober livings are really retarded, you know what I mean? And I am stuck at one because my parents kicked me out like 10 or 11 months ago. I wish I still lived with them. And people are like, why do you wish you still lived with your parents? And I'm like, I don't know. I hang out with them. Why can't I live with them? And it's chill at their house. I could drink beer secretly. And I can have my own bed and not work. Just chill, some kind of. Except now, if I tried to live with them, they just keep sending me to rehabs anyway. They say, you don't want to work? Go live at a rehab again. Now they're sick of neat mentality and neat lifestyle and neats in general. They're sick because I was a neat for so long living with them, and now they're like, they hate it. They're so sick of the neat life. Even though my mom doesn't work, you know, they just hate seeing a young person who doesn't want to work or doesn't work or, you know, fit the typical 9-to-5 mold of a normal human being lifestyle life person, married with kids, etc. You know, they always want me to be a normal boy, fit in like a cookie cutter mold of society, you know, but I see my life ending tragically or something like that. I don't know if my mom can see that too. She probably can. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see how it goes, you know. But, like, you know, so it's hard for neets out there. It really is. I mean, a lot of them I read on, you know, WizChan. I used to go on the neat subreddit. I don't know if I really go on there anymore at all. Not really. I don't really go on there. But, you know, a lot of them haven't been kicked out. And so I see why they're still neats and stuff, because it's like, yeah, it's nice. If I'm not going to get kicked out, if I wasn't kicked out, I'd probably still be a neat right now. I'm telling you right now, probably. But because I got kicked out, now I'm thinking like, I guess I should work and make money so I can live somewhere where I can drink a beer. Because now I can't go back home because my parents have kicked out their only son out of their house. So, anyway, thanks for listening. I'm glad I don't have to work for the next 5 days. Very glad about that. Very glad. We'll see how much longer I can last at this job. So far, it's fine. I'm hanging in there. It's fine, you know. It's whatever. But like I said, it's not me. I'm doing it, but it's not me. I'm not feeling like it's a part of me. I'm not feeling like it's something I should technically be doing. I don't feel like it's the right path in my heart to be doing this. I feel like I have to figure out what that path is still as soon as I can. And I have to try to figure it out and put in effort towards it as soon as I can, as much effort as I can, and allocate time and organize my resources and my time towards a futuristic, forward-moving path goal in some shape or form immediately. You know? Anyways, hope you guys had a good weekend and weren't working like a dog like old Jerry, you know? Yeah, I hope you neets out there have a good week chilling and shit, and drink some soda. Think of me when you drink your soda. You can think of me. Say, oh, I know a boy who likes soda. That's me. Oh, I like soda a lot. I'm a soda a day, sometimes twice a day boy myself. Yes, you heard it here. I love the sugary stuff. I really do. It's like what keeps me going. When I think of things that actually keep me not wanting to kind of off myself and like blow my head off, and like things that like give me the will to live for the last several years, what's kept me like, what I felt was like, oh, I have the will to live because of this. It was always soda, and maybe my mom, my family, my mom and my sister. My other sisters are fine, you know, whatever. And my friend. But soda was always like top 2, if not top 1. It was always like, oh, I'm living for, I like the taste of soda. That might sound crazy, you guys, but like, That's what I was thinking every time I was like, what's my will to live? Oh yeah, I like drinking soda every day. And I always look forward to my first soda of the day. It's like, and then at night or whatever, after I drink the soda, I'm like, oh, I can't wait till tomorrow when I get to drink another soda, you know? Like, oh man. So that, maybe you guys can relate to that. Write in the comments if you relate to that at all. Or if you have something like that in your life that you kind of look forward to every day. Maybe it's marijuana or something like that. I can't stand that stuff, but I know some of you guys like the green stuff. Yeah, so, and microdosing's cool too. If I got my hands on more experimental LSG from those websites or whatever, I would definitely microdose at work. I should probably look into finding some, like, immediately. Oh, I'd get kicked out of the house, though. Well, whatever. You know what I mean. Because, like, yeah, microdosing's cool. Especially if you're at, like, hell work, It's like, that's the best time to get through hell, is probably, like, microdosing through it or something, And LSG, so. Definitely worth a try. It's not scary like you'd think. It is. It's fine. It's a fine time. You're gonna have a fine time. I'd love to microdose something like MDMA or something, because I've never tried. I was offered that once on my 21st birthday, but I denied it, and I kind of regret denying it, to be honest, because I've heard great things about it, really. So I've always kind of wanted to try it, sort of, but I don't know any dealers or anything like that, so I don't really like go to dealers or whatever, because that's sketchy stuff, that's sketchy stuff. All right, God bless you and your family. Gotta go. Bye.